What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Today in Ace Combat. Today is September 29th, and back in 1995, Air Combat got a PAL region release. Also, in other news, back in 2014, Ace Combat Infinity finally released the Area 88 collaboration event trailer. I mean, I've kind of talked about these planes and stuff before. Check out the video. Also, in other news, back in 2010, the Four Wings of Sand Island newspaper article was released today. Albert Genette, the same guy who works for the Ocean Broadcasting Corporation, wrote a journal of his experience so far at base. He starts off by saying that it's been a week and there's a whole lot going on that isn't on paper because it's hard to process. Sand Island Air Force Base is quiet, small, and beautiful, but it doesn't seem like the kind of war zone it's been through. It's owned and ran by OADF, home to the 108th Tactical Fighter Squadron. Albert has been through a lot. Yuktobania declaring war spread through the base like wildfire. Wolfgang Bushner, aka Peter N. Beagle, is the mechanic on base who comments towards Albert. This is how it always goes when a war breaks out. It just starts up randomly in some remote place that none of us have ever heard of. But we're the ones who have to fight to end it. All we can do is do our jobs and the best we can and get this pointless war over with as soon as possible. Albert then moved to ask Nagase what she thought, and she responded with, "I guess for now, each one of us must continue to think about the best course of action we can take." Right before she could finish, she ran to crew quarters. If it weren't for Wardog Squadron, they would have never saved Port St. Hewlett. And then they really would have been Hoffnung. Like, really would have been Hoffnung. That is not a joke. It's pretty unfortunate. Albert discusses how crazy that battle was and how it's insane that the Wardog Squadron is so young, yet they're still here taking care of these battles like nothing. Albert is staying with Chopper, who tried answering the questions as carefully as possible, saying, "I don't care how tough training is, it's always better than the real thing. Am I scared? Of course I'm scared, but right now I'm more scared of doing nothing." Albert says he's limited to the amount of info he can talk about from the base since it could endanger the soldiers. He discusses that he's there because of fate, and even though that this may only be a small part of the war and very insignificant, he wonders how things are going to turn out and where the pilots will go. You can find this story on the official Ace Combat 5, the Unsung War website, or by going to page 94 inside of the Aces at War, a History 2019 book. Alright, everyone, that's going to be it for today's episode of Today in Ace Combat. I want to know in the comment section below, what part of this war do you think has been the most insane? For me personally, I think it's definitely got to be the Battle of St. Hewlett. I mean, that shit is absolutely incredible. I think it's insane that they only had 4 ships left. A bunch of people died. The pilots had to see that, and yet they still traversed. I feel like they have barely gotten any sleep, but whatever. If you guys haven't already, definitely follow me on Instagram and Twitter and join the Discord. The links are in the description down below. And guys, please subscribe. I want to go ahead and say thank you all so much for 2K. Can we get a fucking poggers in the chat right now, man? I can't thank you guys enough. I mean, this is incredible. This is my end year goal, and now we can just keep pushing for more. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. I love you guys so much. Thank you all so much for watching today's video, and of course, as always, I will see you all in solitary.